boy, John Murray.
Hello, it's Tuesday. We're live out of New York City, and Sherri, I'm out of breath because I was rushing. Tori from our digital department grabbed me. He said, John, we've got breaking news. I said, what is it? He said, NAACP Image Award.
We're very excited over here. We're very excited at the Sherri Show because the Sherri Show just got nominated for 2 NAACP Image Awards. Oh my gosh! Oh wow! So the Sherri Show is nominated for Outstanding Talk Series, and I want to congratulate my fellow nominees: Kevin Hart's show, Heart to Heart. Yes. The Tamron Hall Show, the Jennifer Hudson Show, and LeBron James's show, The Shop, which is so awesome. And then I got some more good news. I was nominated for Outstanding Talk Host. And I want to thank the NAACP for nominating me and our show. We're so grateful to be recognized like this. And then I got some more exciting news. I got some extra love because my podcast with my bestie, Kim Whitley, Two Funny Mamas, was nominated for Outstanding Sports Arts and Entertainment. Oh my gosh, so this is so great. I got to call Kim. She's in Vegas right now. I got to call her and tell her that. But thank you again to the NAACP. We're so excited over here. It's just such an acknowledgement with, our entire staff and crew. It's not just me, but it's a lot of moving parts so that you can look at this and go, oh, I could do that. That's easy. It's really not. It's a lot of people working behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, the camera, control room, set design to make this look for what you want to see. And so thank you, everybody. We're very excited. Oh my goodness, on cloud 9. But John, this morning, I heard that I got a lot of comments about something that I said yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, listen, we're hitting barbershops, and some people say we're hitting prisons too. But the men loved hearing you talk about sports because you really sounded like you knew what you was talking about yesterday. Talking about that Baltimore Ravens game.
I did, and yes, and here's the thing. I usually don't know anything about football. All I know is who's performing at the halftime show. That's what I know. But I actually saw some of the Baltimore Ravens game when they played the Cleveland Browns. And I was watching the Cleveland Browns because Kim Whitley is from Cleveland. She was like, I'm not going to be your friend anymore if you don't watch. So I was watching it, and I saw Michael Pierce. Now, Michael Pierce is a defensive tackle, and he caught that iconic interception. So now, let me tell you, here's the thing. Michael weighs 355 pounds, okay? So that makes him the heaviest NFL player to record an interception in over 25 years. And yes, he deserves a hand. So I was so impressed, and I just needed to acknowledge him because when he caught it, he swiveled around and dropped to both knees, and I just wanted to acknowledge him because that has not happened in 25 years, and I say, you go ahead, big man. Oh, my gosh. And if you want to know what else I know about football, check my Bumble profile. It's all on there. So I want to also send a congratulations out to Zendaya and Tom Holland, her man, Tom Holland, because apparently they are engaged, all right? And so now it's not official, but apparently Tom proposed over the holidays, and apparently Zendaya wore her engagement ring to the Golden Globes this weekend, okay? And somebody asked me how I felt. That ring is 5 carats. Who cares how I feel? It's a 5-carat ring. It is amazing. And there's something about Zendaya and Tom Holland. I really like these two together because they're both two big superstars. They got such a sweet love for each other. And, pretty much you don't hear about drama in their relationship. It's pretty much drama-free, except when they try to go to a restaurant. And Tom has to push the paparazzi out the way to protect his girl. So he was over there just pushing everybody out the way, pulling her. And I said, he got that short man anger. That's what look at him, pulling his girlfriend. And I think that was the point where Zendaya was like, you know what, I'm gonna marry him. That's my man. That's my man. That's my man. But I mean, other than that, they're really relatively drama-free, and I like that. I think that that's the way that their relationship is going to be. And I knew, Zendaya. She moved to the UK, and I said, I think there's something serious going on because you don't move all the way across the country without knowing that something's about to go down. So, here's what I'm looking at. He was on the cover of Men's Health magazine, all right? And I said, is this really his body, okay? Then I said, okay, that's Spider-Man right there. That is y'all remember, that's Spider-Man, okay? And I said, Zendaya, Z, you working with all of that, girl? So that's a 16-pack. That's not even a fat, that's a 16-pack. Look at the abs. Look at the men, they like, yeah, it's all right. They look all right. But if you look at his abs, they're perfectly symmetrical. He's got veins popping out of his arms. And let me tell you, one thing that gets me is a good vein. I like a good vein. So, I'm telling you. But look at y'all horny people in the back, I know. But get this, in the magazine, Tom Holland said that when he has kids, he is going to stop acting. He said he's just gonna go play golf and be a dad. And I didn't like that, because I wish a man would tell me, you know what, Sherri, when we get married, I'm gonna just stop working. I'd be like, well, you know what, actually, 2 men really did that, and I still married them, so. All right. Yeah, that was the problem. But, with these two, they're 28 years old. They're both mature. Zendaya has this very mature soul, and Tom Holland, he's got that granddaddy soul. But he don't have a granddaddy body. So I like them. So I want these two people, to really get. I need to get them a good engagement gift. That's what it is, a really good one. And I know since Tom Holland likes to fight off paparazzi, I thought of something. So I got something that Tom can spray on the paparazzi, all right? Now, since he's Spider-Man, it's like a whole spider web. And we call it Zendaya way, all right? So Tom and Zendaya, this is what you do. You walk over to the paparazzi, and when the paparazzi is hounding your woman, you just spray them. You just spray them. You just spray them. And then they're gonna run away with the Zendaya way. That's what you do. You see how that works? You see, I don't know if I got any more. You see how it works? Yeah, well, you know what? It didn't get on you, but just, John.
I'll hold it for you.
Yeah, no, don't hold it. I need you to send it to the UK and make sure Tom and Zendaya gets it. That's that Zendaya way.
That's gonna be very expensive postage, Sherri.
That's all right. We got nominated for 2 awards. We can afford it. So, Tom and Zendaya, happy, apparently, engagement. Happy. All right, you get your Zendaya way. Now, y'all, I gotta tell you, Netflix had my whole house in a chokehold last night. Because first I thought it was the Tyson fight, then it was the Beyonce Bowl, but now Netflix has brought WWE's Monday Night Raw into the mix. And when I tell you, Jeffrey had wrestling on in every TV in the house. Every time I turned the corner, somebody was getting smashed on the table. And it wasn't me, okay? And look, y'all, if you don't know what I'm talking about, ask your mama. So Jeffrey he was trying to explain it to me, but I'll tell you, I'm gonna just tell you what I know. They took over the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California, which is home of the LA Clippers, and all of the wrestling legends were right there. They had The Rock, John Cena, the rapper Travis Scott was there. Actress Vanessa Hudgens. We had our friends Montez Ford and Bianca Belair were there. Look just right over there. Tiffany Haddish came. Gabriel Iglesias was there. So this was a huge night, had no glitches whatsoever. So Netflix, thank you for bringing the WWE. There's something Jeffrey and I can watch together. Now, y'all, here's the thing. It's a big night, and it's a big night in Las Vegas, because when it comes to residencies in Las Vegas, it's very few Black female comics who've had a residency in Las Vegas. The first was the legendary Marsha Warfield, who many of you know from Night Court, and most recently, 911. And I actually had one of my green rooms themed after Marsha Warfield. Now, the second one was Oscar winner Monique. She had a residency in Vegas. Yes, she did. And the third residency was my good friend Lunell, selling out. She's been headlining at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club for 6 whole years and selling out the room 2 nights in a row. And now joining them is my bestie, Kim Whitley. She is joining the exclusive list of women who have residencies in Vegas. So my very hilarious friend is going to be headlining at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club in Las Vegas for 8 weeks every Sunday and Monday night while Lunell is on hiatus. And I'm so proud of her. She kicked off her residency this past weekend to packed shows and standing ovations, and I couldn't have been more thrilled. You know, do we have any kind of long weekend, John, where we could kind of fly out and see
Let me see, there's MLK and maybe like President's Day.
Like a President's Day.
One of the days in February. We'll get out there on a Sunday night.
Okay, yes, because I really want to go and see her. And, you know, because she's my bestie, she better not make me pay for tickets to go and see her. So, you know, sometimes your friend does something so extraordinary, you know, you really want to show them how much you love them and care about them. So I splurged and I bought my girlfriend 75 roses. I didn't know what they were going to look like. I bought her 75 roses. And you know what she did? She complained on the video she sent me. She said, now how am I gonna get these on the plane? And I said, well, you better find a way, because as much money as I pay for the roses, put them under your arms, or so put them in your chest. I don't care what you do, but take them on the plane. But you know what? If you are going to Las Vegas or you're looking for a reason to go, make sure you get tickets to Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club and go check Kim Whitley out, because she'll be there till the end of February. And me, if you're around Detroit, February 22nd in Detroit, I'm gonna be at the Soundboard at Motor City Casino Hotel. Now, my residency is only 1 night, then I'm back home on a plane. But if you're around Detroit, come and see me. And y'all, we got a great show for you today, because later on, actor Scott Wolf is here. Yeah. But up next, actress and comedian Michelle Buteau is here. Last time you were here, we did a Set It Off sketch that went viral.
We did.
It went completely.
She was so committed.
Would you ever think of doing a Set It Off reboot?
No.
No, you wouldn't do a reboot?
Absolutely not. It's a classic.
Okay.
And so, you know, there's some films that you shouldn't redo, and that's one, as far as I'm concerned. And, y'all, they killed 3 of us, okay? So.
They sure did.
Okay? My compliments to our director, F. Gary Gray,
Yeah.
because when we first initially got the script, it wasn't great.
Okay.
And so we got in there, he made us rehearse, and he's like, I want them to feel this, because everyone's gonna think 4 girls robbing a bank, it's gonna be a comedy.
Right.
And we literally made a classic that the kids watch today and still do the lines. Yeah.
Well, is there one of your movies that you would want to do a reboot of?
Soul Food, Where Are They Now?
Soul Food. How would you would do the reboot of Soul Food? You got the kids in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ahmad, we got to see where he's at, grown up now. Are the sisters, are they getting along? Do they hate each other?
Yes.
What happened with that money in Uncle Pete's room?
That's right.
Right, and all that good stuff. You know, family stuff.
Okay.
And then also, like, dealing with us getting older.
Yes.
And still being family, because, you know, you don't get to pick your family. You have to love your family.
You have to love your family.
Yeah.
Would you produce that?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right then. Please welcome Michelle Buteau. Oh my God! Oh my God! You
Workout.
Girl, I know that's right. Well, I gotta tell you, you look amazing. When you get the thigh highs? You got the thigh highs on.
Yes, you know what? I'm so inspired by Mary J. Blige because I feel like thick thighs save lives. So I'm just like, yes.
That's it. You look so good.
Thank you. And I'm out of breath. Good morning, everybody.
Take your deep breaths while I talk to you. I know how that feels.
You
girl.
know?
You got the adrenaline, but your body's going, what are you doing to me?
Exactly.
Okay?
I need a Gatorade and a banana. What's going on, Sherri?
Someone said this, just take your deep breath. You asked me to open for you when you had your special at Radio City Music Hall. I was so honored to do that. And I saw, thank y'all. But I looked out there and it was thousands of seats at Radio City Music Hall.
Over 6,000.
Over 6,000. You sold that baby out. They were all there. What did it feel like when you walked out on that stage, when the curtain opened?
It's one of those feelings, like it's hard to describe, right? But it felt like I was at the top of like an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
And I was about to go down. And when the curtain opened, and I felt the love on my face and in my heart, like in my soul, it felt like I was carried on a roller coaster through love.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I cannot give you your flowers enough because, like a sister in comedy, you are a sister in comedy. And when you share your time with someone, it's precious, right? Because you're busy, but it's also precious because you say what you mean and mean what you say. So when you're like, I'm gonna show up and support you, I'm like, I will do anything for you. Do you know what I mean?
You know, it's
so
just,
thank you for that. And it was so fun because it felt like a takeover.
It was so much fun, and it's precious because I love you so much, and I know from whence you came and how you started in stand-up and what you've been through, and people may look at you, and what they see is the smile and the thigh-high boots, and oh, she's doing this. But what they don't know is you have been through the trenches, and it's been a lot of tears for you to be right where you are today. So when you asked me to open for you, I was like, anything you need, I am there for you. I'm there, and you know that.
I know, same.
So, girl, now that I've said that and gave you all your flowers, I got a bone to pick with you.
Oh,
okay,
no!
I do. I needed to get you together first. Are you trying to steal my man, Lenny Kravitz?
Oh my God! Sherri!
I saw you do it on stage, and I keep seeing it. What's happening here?
Okay, first of all, I didn't know he was your man.
Yeah.
That's number one. I thought he was like America's sweetheart. And I can't, you know what? He's just magnetic, you know?
Yes,
He's
he
just got
is.
that thing.
Yes, he is.
And so I'm a married woman. I just appreciate his talent.
I like that should you choose to run for office one day. You got away with words. Here's the thing.
Yes.
You are married. You've been married for 16 years to your man, Heist.
Yeah.
But how does he feel about Lenny Kravitz liking, like he likes all of your posts, and then how did...
Okay, you know what? Lenny, let's not start rumors. Lenny doesn't like all my posts.
Hey,
Okay.
Okay, first of all, that looks like 9 hearts. You tell me, how did Heist feel when he saw Lenny put 9 hearts on your post?
I cannot, but okay. Are you really, welcome to The View, everybody. We're going in, okay, listen. So he put the 9 hearts, hi, baby, that's my baby. Shoulder passing off. So what I saw, it's so funny, when I saw Lenny put the 9 hearts, I said, I didn't count them or anything. I was just like, these are nice hearts. And then I mindfully put emojis praying hand, thank you so much.
Yes.
And like the, blushing emoji. And then like this. And then I was like, I'm a married woman. This is social media. And then 2 minutes later, my husband writes to Lenny and me, and he goes, back off, Lenny. I said, husband, calm it down. And then I just deleted it right away because I was like, I can't have this out in the public. As I talk about it on national TV in a blazer dress. But the point is, it's all love. I mean, you met him. What's he like? Did you see his kind eyes behind those glasses? What he smell like? Taste like? Just kidding. I mean, does he have good knees? Did he do a squat? Did anything fall out? Did his pants rip? What it did, Sherri? What happened?
Well, I will tell you this.
Tell me.
He smells like sandalwood. Like, because he chops down trees with no clothes on.
I didn't know that.
So he smells, and then if you touch his chest, his chest is very hard. It feels, when you feel his chest, and then when he kisses you, you got to turn just the right way because he'll take you out. What do you mean? When he kisses you where?
These are follow-up questions.
He does like to kiss, so you gotta be prepared for all of that.
Okay, I stay prepared. Anyways, thank you, Lenny, for being so great.
There you go. And so I'm gonna get back to your husband, Heist, who you so madly in
Sounds
love
good
about.
to me.
Okay, yeah, because I can see your body going there. Yeah, like I said, y'all been married. It's 15 years that you've been married.
I don't know. We met a long time ago. It was supposed to be one night stand. We're still here. So that's why I say, if you're single, open up your mind, your heart, and your legs to love. Do it.
Okay. Because you never know.
You
never know what's gonna happen. And I'm
right.
gonna get off Lenny. So this
What?
last question. I mean, girl, okay, this is where I go when I'm with you. This is where I go when I'm with you.
We're gonna get off it, we're gonna get on it.
Okay. You bad. You a bad girl. Who smells better, Lenny or Heist?
Well, I know what sandalwood smells like, but I don't know what sandalwood smells like on an American Hero.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say my husband because, chemistry is real, and I still like to put my face in his face, and that's how I know I want to be married.
That's right. You gotta like how your man smells.
You have to like how that person kisses. Like, you could work everything out, you know what I mean? But you can't work out chemistry. You gotta have it.
You have to have it.
So look at everybody deciding whether they should be with somebody. Okay.
And this is you've gone through so many reincarnations, and I love it because you are a mother. It is taking you to another level. You got twins, 6-year-old Hazel and Otis.
Yes.
You're twins.
Yes.
And you were doing stuff that I never thought you would do. You took the kids sledding. Okay.
Or did they take me? Honestly, look at that. Why is everyone looking worried? Gravity is real, yo. Don't worry, I got a PPO in case something happens. Okay. But that's what happens when you're married to a white European man. You gotta be very physical, number one. Number two, I'm glad my body is buoyant. Y'all so shady. We playing this on loop? Okay. Also, I didn't realize, having faux locks and going sledding, it was giving, a bobsled. What's the bobsledding team?
The Jamaican bobsled?
Yeah, what's that movie called? Cool Runnings?
Cool Runnings.
I was like, hear me now. It was a lot. It was a lot, but it was fun because I came home with my ankles intact.
You did?
Yeah, I can't see anything. That's why I had sunglasses on. I was like, nobody should see the fright on my face.
Okay, I'm just like,
Do you go sledding?
No, I don't go sledding. I'm gonna go with you in Heist though, because it looked fun.
It was fun. It was really fun when it was over.
You know what? I love it. And you know what's not over, and I'm so glad it is back. Survival of the Thickest.
Come on, segue.
Survival, yes, baby.
Survival
It's not, yes.
Season 2.
Season 2,
Yes.
it airs March 27th. Season 2.
Yes.
What are you excited? I love season 1, but what are you excited about?
My beautiful cast, y'all.
Season 2.
Season 2.
What are we looking at now? Season 2. What you excited about?
Oh my God, so many things. It's bigger, it's blacker, it's sassier, it's classier, it's all the things. It's bougie on a budget. We doing it. We taking over. It's inclusive, it's thoughtful, it's sexy. We are celebrating each other's bodies the way we need to be celebrated. So don't watch with your 6-year-old twins because it's sexy. I tried to get you on the show, but your schedule was very hard.
I couldn't do it, but
I know,
I'm here
but
for
just
your
so you know,
season
I
3.
really tried to get her top titty me on the show. Can I say that? So sorry. Oh no!
I did, and you know what? Because I cracked my tooth, and they taken my tooth. I sent you a picture.
I know.
So I'm part of the side tooth community. So I wasn't able.
It's a good community, though.
It is a good community, but it stopped me from doing your show. So I'm there season 3. I promise you, I'm there.
Speak into existence.
But I love it, because you say, it's bigger, it's blacker, but everybody loves it. What do you think it is about Survival of the Thickest that everybody loves the show?
I mean, when we say let's keep it real, I keep it real 100%. And so when you talk about the tough times, we have to lean into the tough times and what it's like for us to show up for each other as a community, because we only can laugh and really love on each other after we've experienced pain. And so that's what comedy is, and that's what you do every day. You know what I mean? You bring the sunshine into everyone's TV in their homes because you know what it's like. And so that's what it is. And it's just New York. It's just very New York.
It is very New York.
Whether you're here or you can't afford to come here, whatever, you're gonna get a slice and dice of it, and it's gonna be fantastic. March 27th, Netflix. Get somebody's password and watch it.
And I love this. That's why I said, you know, people, they may see just this and not know that you had to go through things.
Yeah.
I want to ask you this. What was the worst job, you know, before you became a full-time comic and an actress, what was the worst job that you ever had?
Oh my goodness. There was retail where I was just like, people would come in the store, I'm like, how you doing? They'd be like, just looking. I said, how you doing? That was a lot. But I think the worst one was probably a telemarketer because people would hang up on me and I'm like, I'm nice.
Yeah.
I got a double chin and freckles. I'm just trying to talk to you and see if you want to upgrade this insurance. So telemarketer was hard. What do y'all do when a telemarketer calls?
You hang
up the phone. That's so rude. You don't even... You know, I'm a double fire sign. I have a lot of love to give you in these 30 seconds or less.
And no, and they all hang up on you.
Yeah.
And that is why I wanted to do this, y'all. Because up next, Michelle's reliving her telemarketing past in a game of first job flashback. Don't miss it.
But was I ever on the verge?
The levels that you went to in Straw, I was awestruck. So your character is Janiyah. You know this story very well, being a single mother. Is there something when you were raising your son that kept you from reaching your last straw?
I think for me, the grace of God. And thank you. And having a network around me.
Yes.
Like Janiyah had no one, but I had family. I had my mother. I have an incredible sister circle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what kept me from snapping. But was I ever on the verge?
As you walked that journey, did you see this for yourself? You had little Marcel on the side.
Oh, absolutely, I saw this for myself.
Yeah.
You have to see it before you can achieve it. And my father would always say that to me. He was like, power is in the tongue. And so if you want to achieve something, say you already the best actress in the world. You know what I mean? So he sowed those seeds into me. So I didn't come to LA to fail.
I know that's right.
All that money I had to pay back in student loans, I was like, oh, no. We gonna make some real money out here.
Okay.
And then not only that, having a child raised the stakes.
It does.
So I couldn't play around. Like, I
yes.
literally had to be focused.
Sherri Show, go to SherriShowTV.com. You'll see celebrity interviews, beauty tips, delicious recipes from our celebrity chefs, and more. Go to SherriShowTV.com. We'll be right back.
It would be nice, though, if you would return my text that I sent you.
Okay,
this
first
week.
of all, I don't return
Let's talk
your
about
text. I didn't know. I just found out literally 10 minutes ago that was Kathy Griffin friggin' texting me.
Hey.
There she is. Well, look at it. Little Maggie. Hi, honey. Oh, my God. I texted a stranger thinking it was you because I have a phone number for you from 2010.
Oh my God.
And they kept writing back because I signed it KG. And they kept writing back KG ? And I was just like,
No,
oh,
that was me. Oh, Kathy.
It's me.
Because it's a number. The last one, you just texted me like a few
Yes,
days ago.
I was like, I can't wait to
I said, KG question mark. Who the hell keeps texting me?
I was afraid to write back because I didn't know if it was you
That
or
is
not.
so funny.
Okay,
yes, that's me.
I was like, I love you. I can't wait to see you this
I love
week.
how she said KG.
KG.
You did, and I was on a plane, and I said, who is
KG? Who?
KG?
Question mark.
So every time it texts, I will delete it, so it's always
That
a new
is
message.
hilarious. All right,
Girl,
well,
yeah.
we have each other's number.
Okay.
That's the important thing.
Without makeup, I look exactly like Wesley Snipes. Oh, Lord. I go from 35 to 95 because I could have lit somebody
We do know.
up.
Y'all don't understand.
He's Shannon Sharp. I want to be Cheryl Sharp.
And you know.
I didn't know Little Yachty was performing tonight. I like a tall elder bars. Coming. That's God.
Sheryl Underwood. Elisabeth, you know, when she gets to talking about, you know, when somebody's talking about God, you can't interrupt her.
God uses unique
brush sets and strokes on each and every one of us because he loves us and wants us to be who we are.
Like, they had the signs going, we gotta go, we gotta go. And I'm like, she's talking about Jesus. What am I supposed to do?
And, by the way, to not only, I think what was on my heart is, yes, I am agreeing with God's word that he says that I am his workmanship, right? That I'm his masterpiece. But I also know that you are. So, like, how do you treat something preciously made well?
I might not remember a lot, but I remember when Peter denied Jesus 3 times?
Before the cock crowed.
Before the cock crowed, and it was like, and them cocks was crowing over there. And I was like, he not gonna come up to me and be like, why you interrupt her when she was talking about me? Because me is the one who put you here. And I was like, nope, as long as she talk about Jesus, we're gonna be right here. I picked up the book. I was like, girl, we gotta get to this book. We gotta get to this book. I know you giving advice on marriage. You gotta get to why this grape was in the sink.
He's like, every night you go to do your research for the show or whatever you're doing, and you make a bowl of grapes, and there's always a grape left in the sink, and you don't even see it. And I have to go in there and reach in the sink and get the grape.
And literally, they had on the prompter, Elisabeth, quickly say what the book is about, because we had run out of time 2 minutes ago. And they said, quickly say what the book is about. I said, I'm not gonna say quickly in Jesus in no sentence. I said, tell me what this book is about. And when she got to going into God's masterpiece and we all are one in Jesus Christ, I was like, it's a wrap. I don't interrupt the Jesus flow. My friend Michelle Buteau. Now, long before she became a trailblazing stand-up, Michelle sat in a telemarketer's cubicle like this one. Yikes. And now she's putting on her headset one last time in a game of First Job Flashback. Hit it! And you go to your cubicle. All right. So, here's how it works. Now, Michelle is gonna cold call me while I am sitting cozy in my living room, since that's where telemarketers always seem to ruin our day, okay? So each time I answer the phone, Michelle will have to figure out which one of her past co-stars I am pretending to be. And for everyone that she gets right, she gets a point. So we're gonna put 90 seconds on the clock. Michelle, are you ready?
Ready?
Okay, all right, it's time to make your first call. Yeah, what up?
Oh, hello. Hi. This is Michelle, Miss Michelle, if you're nasty.
Yeah, I know who you are because I played on Survival of the Thickest with you, so I know who you are.
Did you play on Survival of the Thickest?
Yeah.
Were you also on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills?
Oh, you all in my business, but yes, I was.
Are you the Beyonce of Haiti? Are you Garcelle?
Yes, I'm Garcelle. Don't call me no more. Stop calling me. All right, it's time for the next call.
Oh, hello. This is
Hello, what is it?
Hi, I'm sorry?
What is it?
Oh my God, I just want to know, did we ever do a movie together?
Did we ever do a movie together? No, you know what? No, but Ben Affleck, if you don't leave me alone.
Oh my goodness, are you a Leo? Do you have fiery energy?
Yes, I have fiery energy because I'm from the Bronx. Yes, stop calling me. Okay, all right, it's time for the next call.
Okay. Oh, the phone is ringing. Hello.
What?
Have we ever done a TV show or a movie together?
I was in Babes. Good grief, girl.
Oh my goodness, what a great clue. You are a babe. Is this Ilana Glazer, who also has a comedy special on Hulu
It may be, but I don't want to tell you. Bye. Okay, it's time for the next call.
Oh, I love this.
Oh my gosh, if you don't stop calling me.
Hey girl, what up?
What?
Do you... No!
Oh, all right, time
Who
up.
was it?
Great job. That was Ali Wong. Ali Wong. Get out of that cubicle.
Golden Globe.
Come out of that cubicle, Michelle.
That was so hard.
But you did good.
That was hard.
You did good. So you got 3 right. You can officially now retire from telemarketing for good.
Thank God. Thank God.
It is over for you. Telemarketing. I want to say thank you so much for being here. I love that everybody gets to see the joy that you bring. And y'all, Michelle's new special, A Beautiful Beautiful Mind.
That's right.
Is streaming on Netflix right now. Y'all gotta see it.
Yes.
And her show, Survival of the Thickest, it is coming out. When
March
is it?
27th.
March 27th on
Don't
Netflix.
get it.
And up next, we're chatting with actor Scott Wolf. Keep it right here. Michelle Buteau. You turned 60,
60,
this
that's
year.
right.
You look.
They say black don't crack. Yeah. But it's the infrastructure you got to worry about.
Girl,
I got some leaks, Sherri.
Oh my gosh.
I never thought being 60 would mean that I would have to spend so much time focusing on not farting. You know that? you really have to. I never thought, like you sit and you go, because if your mind wanders, and you're like, who did that? Where'd that come from? My kids all the time, you know we heard that, right? I'm like, what? I did that, that was me.
I've known Jenny for over 30 years. We did a sitcom together and we played whores on the sitcom. I'm not lying. That was the line. She played a girl who slept with everybody. I played her best friend who was her roommate, and they had us dancing and singing, and that's when we met. And we stayed friends. So I knew her when she was dating Donnie. And I gotta tell you, she talked about Before the View. Every time, Barbara Walters was like, what is going on in that dressing room? And I didn't tell Barbara, Jenny and there doing it with Donnie Wahlberg. Doing it with Donnie Wahlberg. Every time I was like, girl, you gonna get us in trouble. Like you in there y'all can't keep your hands off each other for a doggone 10 minutes. Jenny did. She did one season on The View, and they would require us to go and watch all of the plays, all of the movies. That's what I do on this show. I watch all of the films that people, I try to read everybody's book. And Jenny didn't want to go see any of the people's stuff. I would go, I'd never see Jenny there. She was not there. And she'd always come in and Barbara would say, Jenny, did you go to the play or did you go see the movie? And Jenny would go, yeah, Donnie and I, we were in the back and it was so surreal. It was ethereal. And I was like, bitch, you wasn't even there. I was there.
Sherri, I had such a good time on your show today. Oh, hey, Tyler Perry. Girl, you know I always love coming here and hanging out with you. This Jennifer Lewis. Wait, hold on. How come? So you just not gonna have my picture in the hallway? Seriously? And I'm supposed to be your best friend? Where's my picture, Sherri? Where is it? I swear to God. Let me come back here again and you don't got my picture and you don't know something.
Well, here we go. Because I love my friend.
Well, wait a minute. Oh. How come you look cute and I look like I'm scared to death? That's not a good picture of me.
That was love.
That's not a good. Where's the one when I rolled in on the cake? I'm gonna get the picture.
Just bring the picture you want.
That I want.
Bring
And
the,
put that
bring
back.
the picture you want.
Because
I can't do nothing right.
This is the picture that should be up on the wall of me. Now, we're gonna get somebody, where's somebody, to take this one down and put this one up. That's more like it. Somebody! Finally, there is a gorgeous picture of me in this hallway. I approve.
Yeah!
It's time to play In a Hot Flash. Now, I am here with Chinello from New Jersey. Hey, girl, hey. Hey. Now, Chinello, photos of hot celebrities are gonna flash across the screen, and you have 20 seconds to name 4 correctly. Now, when you see them, just shout them on out. All right, Chinello, today's celebrities are predicted to have a hot 2025. We're gonna put 20 seconds on the clock. Ready, set, hot flash.
Okay. Angela Bassett.
All right.
Cameron Diaz.
Yes.
Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
Pedro Pascal.
All right.
Lucy Liu.
You got it. You got it, Chinello. So, Chinello, you won a $100 gift card, and you got a Sherri fan to cool those hot flashes. You don't get hot flashes, girl. In 10 years, you can use it for a hot flash. We'll be right back. We were at Niecy Nash's bridal shower, and you threatened my ex-husband.
Sherri, you cannot say this on
Yes, I can. Do you remember when you threatened my ex-husband?
Yeah.
Do you remember what you told him?
Yes. Okay. So it was Niecy Nash's bridal shower.
Yes.
We were all girls were gushing.
Yes.
And you, Sherri, were gushing and happy and grinning from ear to ear.
I was.
And so I knew that there was like something here.
Okay.
And I met this man and I'm like, okay, he's cool. So
Yeah.
while everyone's talking and we're mingling, I remember he was seated.
Yes.
And I crouched down.
You, like this. Like you
Next-
crouched down like this. Uh-huh.
I said, Sherri's my girl.
Yes.
She's worth a lot.
That's right. You said that.
And if you hurt her,
Yes.
I will hurt you.
That's what Eva said.
And the good Lord has been good to him because I have not seen him since. So.
You look good. You knew that I had a whole other dress picked out. And it was the one, do you remember when you wore the black dress with the little waist and like a move? And I'm like, oh my God, I have that dress.
Yes, I remember.
My stylist was like, then this is what you're wearing on Sherri. And I went, okay. Got here and went, oh my God, I can't wear it on Sherri. She just wore that dress like 3 weeks ago.
Look.
I almost did it anyway.
And we both came out in red.
Oh my, same
great
red.
minds.
Not even close to red.
You look good. Thank you so much. This is blue. I like red though.
Okay.
That's cute. I'm so glad you're here.
We're gonna have fun.
Please welcome Scott Wolf. Thank you.
Fast.
Look at you.
I almost beat you.
You're a gentleman. I love it. I gotta say, I love this. I love knowing more about you behind you being an actor because Party of Five was one of my favorite shows.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Thank you.
But
that old show.
That old show that just sticks with everybody
It does.
through time. But it's like you're a family man. So how did you enjoy the holidays and Happy New Year?
Thank you. Happy New Year. Yeah, I
family.
mean, my favorite role in my lifetime is husband and father for sure. And
Yeah.
any chance I get to really be with my wife and kids because life's crazy and we're traveling around and we're working. And so we got to be with family for Christmas. And then we actually planned a last-minute trip to Mexico.
You did. You went on vacation. Kids and wife.
Yeah, I mean, it's vacation. Look at us there in the water.
Look at y'all in the water.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's really sweet. It's vacation with it's vacation. Because when you're with 3 kids and you're managing all their lives and moving them through time and space, it's kind of a different kind of work.
That's what I was gonna say because your kids, it's Miller, it's Jackson, it's Lucy.
It's Lucy.
Now how old are they? 10, 12?
And 15.
And 15 years old. Okay, so wrangling 3 kids. Yeah, we know 3 kids. You gotta wrangle 3 kids to go on a vacation.
Yeah.
How'd you do it?
Yeah, well, we survived. I'm here, which is good. It's not like it used to be, right? I mean, when we had strollers and backpacks and gear, it was an ordeal.
Okay.
But it's better now. They can kind of manage themselves, and for the most part, they don't get lost in airports.
Yeah.
And so they kind of make it easy on us now. But yeah, so it used to be really hard. But again, it's vacation with quotes around it because it's not all easy.
So Scott, here's the thing: with kids, like you said, it's not like when they were little and you had the backpacks and the strollers.
Right.
But they didn't talk then. Now they talk.
That's right.
So are you the kind of parent that's a knock it off kind of parent, or you're a kind of gentle?
I think I'm in the middle. I feel like I'm in the middle. And the job changes, right, over time. It's like parenting a 2 and a 4 and a 6-year-old, way different.
Yeah.
We're still figuring out how to parent a teenager. We need more handbooks for that.
I'm telling you. Mine is 19 and I don't know what I'm doing.
It's great. Well, I need advice before I head out of here. But
I just said I don't know what I'm doing. I can't give you nothing.
I think we have a very reasonable teenager. He might see this too. I love you, Jackson. So he's kind of taking, but we're heading into those years. He's about to start driving.
Oh,
nuts.
Scott. Well, I love it because, you got the 3 kids. You've been married to your wife, Kelly, for 20 years.
Yeah,
20 years.
That's what's time. Look at her.
In Hollywood, that's like 150 years in Hollywood. But I know they told me that you guys met on a blind date that almost didn't happen.
That's right. Yeah, we were set up through a friend. We were kind of on a blind date. I was at a restaurant here in New York City, and it's like 10 minutes late, 20, 30, 40 minutes late. And I turned to the people next to me sitting at the bar, and I was like, hey, on what's supposed to be a blind date and she's not showing up. I'm like, what's your time frame here? Like, when do you just leave? And the consensus became an hour. And so I was like, well, she's got 20 minutes.
Okay.
And a car rolled up and she jumped out. And that was the best decision I ever made, was to hang in for that blind date.
Really? What took it so long?
She lived in a part of town. She had just moved to the city. She was in a part of town like the financial district.
Right.
Traffic was crazy. Funny enough, she jumped out of a limousine and like 8 guys were in the limo, like waving, bye, Kelly. I was like, what is happening?
What happened?
Well, she couldn't get a taxi, and so all these guys were jumping in a limousine to go to dinner someplace.
Like
and she was like,
share.
I need a ride. I'm late for a blind date.
And they dropped her off.
Yeah.
So thank you to those 8 guys.
Thank you to those 8 guys, wherever you are. You made my whole life.
But I love it because Kelly is a life coach.
She is.
So do you ever win an argument with a life?
No. There's no winning. It took me a while because I was like, I'm gonna win one of these at some point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be right.
Okay.
And no, it's just a matter of time before I realize why I'm wrong.
Okay.
And I'm getting better at like figuring out I'm wrong sooner. But she's like the best communicator. The funny thing is, so she's so intuitive, right?
Right.
So it's basically like you have like a ticker tape across all your interior thoughts. She's seeing all of them. And you think you're like kind of experiencing this just to yourself and you'll share it eventually. And she's like, I got that already. Like, I know everything you're going through. But she's the best communicator in the world. And that's how you get to 20 years, I think.
I love this.
Right?
Communication.
Huge.
I take these tips, communication. And I want to communicate to you. I know that Party of 5 ended. It ended like 25 years ago.
I know, I'm like 112.
Oh my gosh. But I remember it like it was yesterday.
Right?
And so I want to communicate to you how much I love Party of 5.
Thank
Do
you.
people tell you that all the time?
They do.
They do?
Yeah, look, I mean, the whole point of telling these stories, being part of shows, is you want them to matter to people. And to, 25 years later, almost 30 years later, and people don't come up and they're like, oh, hey, yeah, I love that Party 5 show. They talk about it like they watched it last week.
Yeah.
And that it meant something to them and the emotion that they have. And because we talked about real human characters in ways that felt really honest, it was like a companion to people's lives, and it really, really meant something to people. And that means the world to me, so.
Do you have celebrities that come up to you and tell you that they watch the show?
Yeah, that happens. The craziest one was when Party 5 was still on. I was at some event, I don't know what it was, an event in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And someone was like, hey, someone's here and they want to tell you they love the show. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I get a tap on my shoulder and I turn around and I'm looking at like a waist of a person. And I was like, oh, the rest of them is up there, and it was Shaq.
Oh, Shaq watched Party of 5?
And he was like, I'm a huge fan of the show. I was like, that's the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
I love that Shaq was watching Party of 5.
Shaq was like a huge fan of Party of 5.
Oh my gosh.
So hearing that from people that like I look up to, not just because he was 9 feet tall. Yeah, that's really cool when that happens.
And it's so funny because you talk about, making a show that matters. Yeah. And when I watched this trailer, I saw the way you hugged the one of the stars of the show.
Yeah.
And that emotion that came out in your face.
Yeah.
So it's looking like, and you're playing Dr. Richard Miller in the series Doc.
Yeah.
So this is looking like, okay, you're making a story that matters. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Doc it's a hospital show. And it's on Fox, and we premiere tonight. I'm incredibly excited about the show. There's Dr. Richard Miller.
Yeah.
He looks like he has a secret, right?
Yes, he does. It's something. Like when you hugged her, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, a lot's going on. A lot's going on. They're not significant others. They have a huge history, a complicated history.
Yeah.
But the show centers around her character, incredible doctor with amazing insight, internal medicine, who gets in a terrible car accident, loses 8 years of her life to an amnesia.
Okay.
And because she's having to now reset and find herself, she comes back, she wants to regain her life, regain her work, but everybody in the environment is dealing with, how do we start over here? If that last decade is gone to us. And so there's incredible, the show is a beautiful hospital show, and there have been so many incredible hospital shows on television over the years. So it's still sick people coming, needing their lives saved, and this team of expert doctors that I'm a part of saving lives, but at the same time, there's all these intricate relationships, and everyone's trying to figure out, if that last 8 years is kind of gone, who do I get to be now? What's my second chance at life?
Okay, Shaq, you hear that? There's another one.
Tune in, Shaq.
Now, next question. I just want to know this because this is you played a doctor 4 times.
Have.
Do people ask you for medical advice?
No, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. But I've picked up some things.
Okay.
I'm that like annoying. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
Yeah.
And so I try to diagnose, friends or family, and they're like, "Oh, I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this." I'm like, "Sit down. Let's talk about this. I can put this together." So I might have. I've got terminology. I've got some concepts over the years. But if you're in surgery, you don't want to look up and see me.
Okay. Well, I'm not in surgery, but my hand keeps itching. Is it a rash or money is coming to me? What is that? What does that mean?
That's money.
That's money coming to me? Thank you, doctor.
That's from Dr. Wolf.
You got the hair, you got the body, the nails. It's just giving life, as always. What did I do? I'm just trying to love you. And no.
So what's good?
I can't snooze. Yes. Gosh, like Pookie. I'm so much better in these 30s. Girl, anytime, any day. It feels good. Yes. Keke Palmer.
Well, go ahead, demure and mindful. Look at you. Looking like a Grecian goddess. So modest. What? It's sexy. You like you.
What you said, because I had boobs not out. I'm coming up.
Whenever boobs ain't out, I'm like, I take notice.
You're like, what happened?
It is, you look gorgeous. This is a different look. No, this is a whole new, this is like, okay.
Yes,
I
love
like
the color.
it.
I think we look good together.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Thank you. That is, we have work to do, and we're about to do it. Right there. You're not playing around. But how does it feel to hear the word grandma?
I actually love it.
You do?
I do. I love the traditional. There's a respect to it. I didn't want a Gigi. I didn't want a Mimi. I wanted grandma because there's something traditional about it.
Yeah.
Except during the holidays, we were at the mall. We were at, a guy store because I have all boys. And these good-looking guys walked in. And I heard Oliver go to grandma. And I was like, no. This is not when we need grandma.